Alright guys, let's clear all the stages from Vector Breakthrough to Trials from Misery. I will show you all the 12 stages from the Kernel Breakthrough, so all the stages of VEC-01 and VEC-02, and then all the special fronts as well. For now we only have 6 stages, so let's go all the 6 stages. I will upload the rest in future, using the premium AFK strategy by the way. So well, the first stage of the Kernel Breakthrough, very simple, just Prominix Altar and then Gladio Vulpinus combo. Well, you start immediately by deploying Gladio here, face on right side. And then Prominix Altar here. Now you can AFK till the end. Here we go, super simple. The first one, VEC-SP1, you just need someone like the killer. I tried even with La Pluma, brother-sister both works. So actually just someone who is able to kill the big one without getting killed. You can for example deploy here, just wait on the big one to absorb them, and then use the skill to kill. So as long as you don't get touched by the laser skill, it's fine. And when it's approaching, activate the skill to deal massive damage and kill. Very simple. Next one is just Luna Cube. Luna Cube has camouflage when not using the skill, so it's very perfect for this situation. Or if you want that kind of medics who can heal while attack. So for example, Mia Medic, Hibiscus Altar, Reed Altar, they can heal while attacking. This can also work very fine. So don't use the skill and let her kill using auto attacks. Here we go. Next one, SP03. You just need a Helagor plus a Steward. In the middle, so someone strong with self-healing against the crocodiles, while the caster to help because the last enemy will rush to the blue box. Just immediately Steward here to kill the middle one. And then Helagor here. You can see that this one dies, so any stronger caster here works. The next one, the SP4. Just use the 2 dead eyes, because we needed to hit enemies from here to here. and at the same time cover this zone. You can use these units if you want to AFK, but if you don't want, Arknights also works because Arknights with the skill can increase attack range, very very nice. Right, first of all, just one. And two. So we can kill those enemies while they are idle here already. And then of course you can use the skills, huh? So let them get close. And here we go. Alright, next one, SP5. This one we're gonna need the Lapland, plus one Medic, and a Heli Drop who has very good damage and can survive from 2 of the Spitters. Well, you first of all just deploy down the Heli Drop to kill these 2. Make sure that it is strong enough to survive to these 2 attacks. For example, level 2 Utage, level 60 can handle it. Then Lapland here from left side, and a Medic to heal up. I mean, one Medic to heal from the Nervous Impairment. And then you take it here to help block enemies. Another strong unit here is W, normal W, not Whistle. W here first skill to deploy down the bombs, because the bomb can deal damage to those enemies because it stuns them. But that's a bit too RNG. So you may need someone else to help beside only W. And here we go. Alright, next one, skill special 06. We just need Entelekia, second skill is not even mastered, you can see. And then just any ground unit to help her using the second skill. This one is not needed, but in case your Entelekia is even lower level, so you cannot kill the DOT enemies in time, you can just get someone to help. To help kill the summonings. But that's not necessary. You can use Ethan, you can use a sniper, you can even just use a normal sniper, it doesn't have to be blue poison. Immediately, first of all, just a normal ground unit and then Entelekia. And just keep using her skill. 3 times, the stage is done. So this one is a semi-AFK. Every time the skill is ready, just use it. So one time already. This is the second time. And in the end, when the enemy spawned last time.
Mission accomplished.
Very, very simple. After completing the first stage, you can go do the special front, and then you can activate the 6 buffs from now on. Just to select all of them. And let's go with the second stage of VEC-2. Again, Ulpiano Skeladia combo plus Promonix Altar. First of all, just Gladiator here on top side. Then Ulpianos on bottom side. And then Promonix Altar here. Here we go. To be honest, just a Gladio Ulpianos combo is enough, but the third stage. There's also a special middle you have to get, which is wake up this enemy earlier. Not a problem, let's just go. This is the squad, we don't really need the fast deploy. Prominix Altar plus Ulpianos Gladia combo, let's go. The enemy you have to wake up is very weak, by the way, so you can easily kill. Just start by deploying. Gladia here. Wait for DP. When you're around 30 DPs, just deploy down. Prominix. Prominix now will wake up. And then just deploy down Ulpianos. Here. Now you can AFK till the end. Here we go. And the middle is obtained. Well, next one, VEC-4. The stage is very simple, we just need the Gladia Ulpianos combo plus Shu, so Medic Defender, to heal Gladia. Because this boss, at least for now, this boss will deal damage to the operator with the lowest maximum HP on the field, dealing very very high damage. But not a big problem. First of all, Gladia here face on right side. So you can get the light on this zone. Then just Shu here. Actually, you can deploy Ulpianos first. No, Shu first is better. As a matter, both are very tanky, so it's fine. But if you deploy Shu first and Ulpianos at the end, this way the mortar enemies will just hit Ulpianos, damaging only Ulpianos and Shu. So the AoE damage will not hit Gladia. As you can see, this is the skill. When Misery raises the hand, means it's about to do the very high damage skill to the operator with the lowest amount of maximum HP, which is, you can see, boom, Gladia, very high. It did at least 1800 HP, almost 2000. Well, now it's not a problem anymore because Shu also healed, so with the inside the grass field, she has some damage reduction. Ulpianos now will charge the skill, and Misery will spawn here. The boss is dead, now just the last enemies. If you want to speed up, just let Ulpianos hit. Here we go, very very simple. Next one, VEC-5, which is a joke stage for Ulpianos Gladia combo. If the Crocodiles wants to 1v1 against Ulpianos, then they have chosen the wrong target. Just Ulpianos here in the middle. And then Gladia to heal up later. Also to give damage reduction. Just waiting Ulpianos to charge a skill. To be honest, you could even deploy Ulpianos here, right in front of the yellow exit. But at least this way enemies doesn't get buffed. But I did this just to show you how strong Ulpianos is. So even if enemies are buffed, you can easily take them out. If you have a lower level, just deploy here, so enemies doesn't get buffed. Next one, VEC-6. Again, Gladiolpianos combo, but take a ranged unit. You can any ranged unit is fine, just take someone cheap. A raid of Ashes. Well, just another trial stage for Ulpianos. First of all, face on bottom side, Gladia to get the light, then a ranged unit here, face on bottom side to get the light here. And then deploy Ulpianos here, face on right side. That's all. Now you can keep this ranged unit or not keep it, it's up to you. You can use whoever you want here, a caster, a sniper, a healer, a Haruka, another Abyssal Hunter, so whoever you want. But you can also retreat. Once you deploy down Gladia Ulpianos here, it's totally done. Reason we deploy Ulpianos a bit far away from Gladia is because of the fireball. When the fireball is very big, it may damage her as well. So this way we keep her totally safe, and just let Ulpianos kill everyone. Enemies who leak from Ulpianos will just get killed by Gladia. Normally, only these small enemies who are sleeping will leak, and Gladia can handle them easily. Now the boss is going to Ulpianos from left side. This boss is very weak, by the way. She has a revive, but not a problem. Now your ranged unit should get killed if he's not a healer. And the fireball damage. Not yet, because the fireball is very small so far. Yeah, now gets killed. Doesn't matter. Here we go. Next, VEC-7. We just need the Gladiolpianos combo, Pramanix, and the Surger. Again, the same 3 units, but Sword is to help kill the umbrella, I mean the jellyfish enemies, because they are very annoying. I mean, I don't know, yeah, should be jellyfish. Here, to kill this 2. Just activate Sword skill. And then deploy down Gladia here, face on left side. We don't want to drag enemies, just face on left side. After killed, you can retreat the Soldier to get some skill points back and deploy all pianos here to block the Blight here. These enemies are healing all pianos. Okay, now Gladia here. If you want, you can take how it's called, Wandering Medic, like a berry, this kind. Just wait from an Altar to charge the skill, and it's basically done. Here we go. Promenix, the ice tiles she leaves on the ground will freeze the rabbit, the bunny running around. You can see that when she passes by 2 of the frozen tiles, she gets a freeze, and then easily killed. I mean, the Wandering Medic is better, at least Olpianos doesn't get stunned. Last 2 enemies just wait them to reach Promenix's range, and then she will kill. Here we go. Super simple. Next one, VEC-08. So second time with Misery. Now Misery has a stronger skill, which is every time he enters the site of an operator, will go back into a shadow tile. Not a problem, again Ulpianos Gladia combo, but this time take Shu. Shu is not really necessary if you have a very strong Gladia, so max level Gladia with the first module to get 3.5 HP recover and damage reduction. This way she can fully recover before Misery use the skill again. But if you're not sure, you can just take a Medic Defender to help. And then you will need to take 3 ground units. Why we need to take 3 ground units? Because we need to push the boss into the corner, because else the boss will keep flash. So first of all, just deploy down the Medic Defender close to the light. Here, face on top side. And then deploy Gladia here, face on bottom side. And then just deploy down Ulpianos above Shu. You can see that the Misery will keep attack Gladia because it's the one with the lowest amount of HP. Should be the robots, but we didn't deploy yet. You will have this mark on the operator. You can see that there's a lot of damage. In fact, the Shu will heal. But that amount of damage is totally fine for a maxed level Gladia. She can heal up. Now we just wait and kill the boss first phase. During the second phase, the boss will keep a flash, will revive around this zone. And then another lamp will be spawned here, so this tile will have light. So the boss will just keep flash, walking in, flashback, until we kill all the enemies. So at the very end, we just deploy down units to make the boss push here. And then you can just redeploy Ulpianos to kill. Or you can use another unit. For example, Chen Altar is very strong. Because Chen Altar can use the skill and then Dragon will bounce here a lot, dealing tons of percentage damage. By the way, if you want, you can just activate this one. So this way you have the sight here. The boss cannot flash into the blue box. Actually, remember to activate it, because Gladia is not... after getting hit for 3 times by the skill of Misery, the operator will lose the sight. So another way is to deploy Shu here, but face on right side. This way Shu can have the sight and not a Gladia. But just activate the City Neon. You can see that another one spawns here. Make sure to have the sight here, because else, if you don't activate this one or you don't deploy Shu face on right side, this tile will be black, and this side will also be black. So when the boss walks in, it will flash here, and then walks in, it will flash here. So just make sure you have light on these 4 dice, so the boss will keep flashback. Just wait now Ulpianos to kill the enemies on top side, and then you retreat to Ulpianos and redeploy. Activate this one City Neon as well, so the boss will flash back a bit more. Now just wait. There is also a middle, which is letting the boss go back to the shadow 5 times in total. Here we go. After you kill all the rest of the enemies, you can retreat Ulpianos. And now don't deploy the robots yet, we just wait for Ulpianos. Check which of them has the lowest amount of HP. Keep the highest one for later. In this case, it's Castle. You can keep Castle for the last operator we deploy here. Ulpianos almost ready with the Misery to use the skill first. Okay, after Misery used, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Ulpianos are here face on top side. Ulpianos cannot dodge anymore. I mean, the boss cannot dodge anymore. Just wait Ulpianos to charge the skill and then we kill. I recommend to bring, instead of robots, some defenders, someone who has a higher HP than Gladia, so the operator will keep stay here. But anyways, the boss is blocked here, and you can get just a kill like this. Very, very simple. Next one, level 9, is very simple. We just need this kind of squad, Ulpianos Gladia combo plus Prominix Alter. There's a small problem that if you have different level for Gladia, you may have a different situation, so I recommend you to do what? To add another DPS to help kill the mini-boss. I can do it because with these units, these mastery levels, it's easy to do it. Perfectly balanced, but if for you, I very, very recommend to add another DPS to help. For example, Ascalon, some other units to help. Anyways, start by deploying down Prominix Alter. Here. Then deploy down Ulpianos. Here, face on right side. And then just let the Gladia hit the tile above Prominix. Only this way the timing will be perfect, and you will be able to perma-stun the enemy boss, this one. Leaf Carpet. Let's go. When passing by, we'll get the frozen. And then Gladia will drag back a bit. Here the boss gets stunned, and then we'll get pulled back by Gladia. Just need to pull back the boss a few times and then Prominix have the damage to kill. Of course, if you want, you can just add another DPS to help kill the boss. As you can see, pretty simple. About the Promanix, you can add a medic, one medic here for example, or she doesn't die anyways, because she has the talent. And the last enemy, you either kill or just a leak. When he's not carrying anything, he's totally fine. And after Promanix, right, killed all the boss. Yeah, even if she dies, it's fine because Ulpianus can kill the enemy, the ranged enemies, so totally okay. Alright, next one, VEC-10. Also very simple stage, but requires you to get a Vanguard, for example Ines, to get the deployment points for your other 3 operators, Ulpianus Gladia combo and Promanix Altar. Altar Mayan. First of all, just a Vanguard here, face on top side, and then just wait. Open Promanix Altar here face on bottom side, then just wait. Ines to deal some damage. Gladia here face on bottom side. You don't want to pull enemies. And then just deploy down Ulpianus here face on bottom side. You can retreat the Vanguard by the way. No need, or if you want you can keep. The Vanguard will not die by the, anyways. Now you can activate this 2 thingy. Just to get some light. And now wait Promanix to charge the skill. Remember, Ulpianus has last unit to bait the damage from enemy sniper. If you deploy Gladia face on right side, she will pull a lot of enemies to her, and she's kinda squishy respect to Ulpianus. So it's better to let Ulpianus block the enemies. The last enemy is very strong, so it's better if you keep Ines here so you can bind him a bit here, letting Ulpianus and Promanix deal a lot of damage so he cannot be a problem for Gladia. Anyways, here we go. Very simple. You can just add more units to make it a lot easier. Next one, VEC-11. This stage requires a lot of healing pressure, mainly because of these enemies who will buff the others' enemies. That's why we're gonna need Ulpianus Gladia combo plus a Haruka and a medic defender like Shu. If you want, you can bring Vanguards to gain DP faster, or a medic to save Gladia at the beginning if you have a lower level Gladia. But if you have a high level Gladia, shouldn't be a problem. So immediately Gladia here, face on right side, actually face on bottom side. So this way you don't pull enemies toward this zone, you just let her face on bottom side. And then a Haruka here, face on right side. Then activate Haruka skill, deploy Shu here, face on bottom side. Don't face on right side guys, don't. Just don't light up this area, leave these enemies into the shadow. Especially this one. I don't know if you read this enemy's skill. When you attack Ulpianus here, face on left side. When you attack this enemy, this elite enemy, with a ranged attack, this enemy will take less damage and will shoot to the damage source a AoE skill. For example, if you deploy here caster Eya and you have a vision, Eya hitting her, she will shoot an arrow toward Eya and the surrounding zone, dealing a lot of damage. But this way we basically just don't damage because we can't see her. She has a camouflage. That's why we deploy Ulpianus here face on left side. Just wait Ulpianus to kill those enemies with buffs, and you will have a less pressure. Nice, perfect. Only 2 buffers, just 4 enemies. The boss is incoming, they will get blocked by Urbanus. And now, after the boss is blocked, you don't have issues anymore. And easily kill, like this. The boss is reviving, not a problem. Now, Lava got killed, that's the 3. Second buffer. Yeah, the buffer is the last enemy. And here we go. Very, very simple. Yeah, to be honest, instead of a shoe, you can use any strong defender. But since it is a premium, let's just use the strongest. Last stage, VEC-12. In this stage, Misery gets buffed again, and we'll have this last skill. Will basically leaves a continuous DOT damage on the target who gets attacked with the basic attacks and the instant scar. By the way, we're going to use this type of squad. Blade's Altar is the bait, because Blade's Altar suits this situation very, very well. He's not very super tanky, even at the max level, he's only 1608 HP. We cannot use Gladia to bait the boss skill anymore, like level 4 and level 8, because this time in the stage we're using Promenix Altar. Promenix Altar HP is lower than Gladia. So we need someone else, even lower than Promenix, but can sustain this stage. For example, Blade's Altar. That's why she's very nice. I mean, even max level is still lower than Promenix, so the boss will always choose her. And she will not die, she will revive with the shield. And then it's just a Gladia Penance combo, Promenix Altar, Haruka, and a Vanguard to gain DP, because else you cannot have enough DP. Any Vanguard is fine, guys. Any Vanguard who can give you some good skill points and with some damage. I, for example, will just use Ines. In the end, okay, Haruka plus Gladia for me can work. She will not die. But for you, I recommend you to bring a defender, for example, or either a super tanky defender to tank the boss, or someone who can heal. Up to you, medic defender or defender, up to you. I will not use, but you just use, okay? And let's just go. I will show you where to deploy the defender. I mean, just in front of Gladia. So you don't let the Gladia tank the boss, but you let the defender tank the boss. If your Gladia is lower level. Anyways, immediately just Haruka here face on topside to gain a vision. And then deploy the Vanguard to gain TP and to deal some damage. This way you can activate Haruka's skill already. Let's deploy now. Promenix Altar here, face on right side to charge the skill. Then Gladia behind here, face on left side. And just to get a DP. If you got a DP, just deploy Blades here, face on, I mean, any direction you want, but right side, for example, is fine. If you're sensitive, we're just using her as bait, right? You can just use the first skill to deal some damage, Haruka skill. So basically now, Misery will go kill my Ines, and then we'll get blocked by Gladia. Haruka plus Gladia with the module, Haruka with the module as well. They max the level, they can tank Misery. If your Misery or Haruka lower level, just deploy the defender in front of Gladia to tank the boss. So this way you don't have an issue about Gladia surviving or not. You can activate this device. And let's go. When Misery dies from the first phase, he will summon another City Neon on this position, so we can deploy later Ulpenus here. Anyways, as you can see, my Haruka plus Gladia can tank the boss easily, without any problem. So now deploy Ulpenus here, face on left side to charge the skill. And the boss is stuck here. So we just keep the boss stuck here, and kill the rest of the enemies first, and then we deal with the boss. You can activate all the City Neons. Just keep waiting. Don't worry if the rabbit leaks, because the rabbit will not go to the blue box, will go another circle. So when coming back, we just die. Now there is Document and this other boss. Here we go. Document the shield will get bricked by Promenix, and then we'll get killed here. As you can see, Blaze is here tanking it very, very well. Wait all pianos to kill the 3 enemies on bottom side. There are 2 more. In the meantime, Misery is still blocked here. He will keep a flashback to the shadow. Alright, so after you killed on bottom side, let's just retreat all pianos. Don't worry, this City Neon will still keep the boss stack here. After you kill on top side, retreat these 3 units, keep Blades on field. So Blades will keep a bait for you. Never die. And then let's just deploy other units. Let's deploy Gladia here, face on left side. Then Ines here, face on bottom side. You can retreat to Gladia, because now you gave a vision here. And now we just need to deploy on bottom side. So let's wait for... Actually, you could deploy Ines first and then Gladia here face on bottom side, so you can retreat to Ines. Ines has a lower cooldown. Anyways, yeah, it's the same. We just need to have a vision here, so the boss later, when getting pushed here, will not go on top side, because else we'll change back to top side. We just need to push the boss to the corner and kill. Well, I recommend to bring some fast replies to do this job. Or even you're just taking... Yeah, there are less than 6 slots. Okay, like this. Yeah. Then just a Promenix altar here, face on left side. Get a vision like this. Then Haruka here, face on left side. Get a vision like this. In the end, Ulpianos here, and get a vision like this. Now the boss will just stay here. You can slowly kill. Don't retreat the units behind, because else, if there is a shadow tie too close, the boss will flash. And here we go. Very simple. We got the trim in the middle as well. Nice. Well, that's it guys. Hope this video helped you, and see you in the next one. Bye!